Caitlin Grace is in the house.
Hello, Miss Gorgeous.
Hello. Not feeling so gorgeous today, feeling all of the Australia Day weekend rattiness today. Actually, I might just fix my hair before no one else is there. How are you?
I am good, and your hair looks fabulous, and you look fabulous. Just sun-kissed and beautiful.
So sun-kissed and ratty today. Oh, Angelica looks all mysterious with that lighting. Oh, my God. You look like you're about to tell us a wicked, evil bedtime story in that corner with that lamp on like that.
Oh, look, of course, anything to make it more interesting.
Angelica, you know Caitlin, don't you?
Yes, I do. Thank you. Hi, Caitlin. How are you?
I'm good, thanks, sweetheart. How are you?
Good, good.
And Caitlin looks like she's in a press club or something with that bookshelf behind her. Are you in your office?
No,
Yes,
I'm actually in my recliner tonight, and I've just put the light on above and the reading lamp, and I just thought, how would this go? Because I've actually got my feet up, so I'm a bit more comfortable.
I like it. I like it. What have you done today?
I've been very good today. I've actually got that scheduling thing sorted. I hope, fingers crossed.
Fantastic.
Did try out the link, and it actually went to there, so that's good. I just hope I haven't forgotten to tick a box or whatever. And then I've done my posts for next week, and I did some gardening this morning.
Good.
So, yeah, and I'm not sure whether when I finish here I'm going to have a fight with Telstra. They're telling me that my email, I'm not the main person in it. So if my ex has done something, I'm going to have a few words to say.
I imagine. Hi, Karen. Hi, Deb.
Okay.
I haven't seen Deb post-Christmas. Hello. I can't hear you. You need to unmute yourself.
Hello.
You are looking so relaxed, and you've got tan, and you look fantastic.
I'm actually not feeling that great today, but that's fine. Thank you.
Why? Why is that?
I don't know. I just feel yucky and headachy and stuff. But that's okay. Off to the beach tomorrow, so that'll fix that.
Awesome. Good. You're squeezing every last bit into these holidays, aren't you?
I am, yes, definitely.
Good. How's Miss Karen down at the island?
I'm good, thank you.
Good. Awesome. So now Andrea has sent me a message, or she might have posted in the event, I think, that there's a big storm in Sydney or bad weather or something, so she may not be able to get online. And who else? Catriona has decided that perhaps the ministry isn't for her, so she's jumping out. So I don't think we're going to see her, that's fine. I actually had a feeling that it wasn't really going to be her vibe, but you know, that's okay. Who else is there? Who else would we be expecting? Oh, Jess. Jess, I'm not sure actually. Don't know what she's up to. But let's permission to record, Deb. Sure, I give you permission to record. Let me organise that for you. Un momento, per favor. Allow record. There we go. Okay.
Thank you.
Cool. Actually, you know what? Thinking about it this week, and Deb's been messaging me about recording tonight. I want to, ladies, I'll just give you a heads up. I want to transition the files and the resources out of Thinkific, and I'm going to just have like a resource library in the Facebook group. I think of all the recordings of the calls and all the training recordings. Thinkific costs a small arm and a leg to run every month, and I feel also that having it on a separate platform like that is like one more login for people to remember, one more place to go to. If you want to see the call recording, you've got to go all the way over there and scroll down and find the call recording. If it's all in Facebook, we live in Facebook, let's just put it all in there, is kind of what I'm thinking. It's like a win for you guys to have it all like really easy to access. And it's a win for me because I don't pay their stupid fees every month. And then I can put that money into something more for you guys as well, you know. So that's kind of where I'm vibing at the moment. So when Deb asked me about recording the call tonight, I said, you know what, just do the timestamps and upload it to YouTube, and do it. We'll start doing them like this. I think we'll upload them to YouTube. We'll do them as unlisted, so that it's like a secret code thing that you get when I do your call recordings, and I'll bang it into the group that way. So Deb, if you want to take note of people's timestamps for this call, I'm recording it as well. I'll upload it to YouTube, and if you can just let me know, and then what I'll do is I'll send you the link, and you can put that into the group with the timestamps. Is that okay? Yeah? Cool. All right. We'll play it like that. And I just think unless if you have any objections as we go around with the room for the mastermind questions or whatever, just let me know if you have any questions about how we're going to do that. And I'm not going to transition it straight away because it's going to take me some time to get all the resources out of Thinkific and get that. Well, I say me. When I say me, I don't really mean me, do I? What I mean is Deb in the corner there. That's what I really mean. It's going to take Deb in the corner there a little while, but don't tell her she hasn't got the task in Asana yet. She doesn't know it's coming. Right, who's first? Hands up. Who wants to go first? I'll pick on someone. Oh, Deb. Hi. Hi, Deb.
Hello.
How are you going?
Good, thanks.
Right, I'm going to snap that little butt of yours out of holiday mode.
I know. I'm not quite ready yet, though.
Yeah, you're going to be.
I've got all the school stuff. School stuff at the moment is just going to take priority. And there's always excuses. I got back from holidays and I had to do this. And yeah.
Deb, that's a week.
I know.
In a week, they'll be in routine. You'll be making sandwiches like you've never made them before.
Yep.
It'll just be like normal.
Yes, and I'm looking forward to that. Yeah. Looking back to getting into a proper routine. I mean, I love school holidays, but it's just, I don't know. The brain doesn't think work stuff, which is probably normal, isn't it? I don't know.
Well, yeah, see, it's not for me. I don't do that. Even even when I was in Bali, like when I go up to the beach at Marlow, like I still work every day. I still do something every day. Yeah. I can't switch off. And Shannon and I were having the conversation before about, the business and how it's going and this and that. He's home for his R&R. And I said, you do realise, don't you, that even if I didn't make a cent in this thing, like if I wasn't making a cent, I'd still be doing it. Like, that, don't you? It's what I do. And it's as much me as, watching the MotoGP or hanging out with my kid or, it's as much me. So I think I'd love to be able to separate like you can. I just can't. It's not a thing. It's not a thing.
Yeah. I'm still thinking about other people's work that I've got to do, but it's just not thinking about my own.
Well, that's kind of your own, isn't it?
Well, yeah, but all the stuff that I should be doing to promote myself, that just sort of all gets put to the back.
So what is it? What should you be doing?
Oh, well, how we talked about setting up, me interviewing some people maybe, which I'm not still that keen on doing. But, just sort of putting myself out there, putting together some actual offers and putting them out there regularly so people know what I do.
Yeah.
Because I'm starting to get, put a bit of myself on my own page and all that sort of stuff. But still the actual offers of what I do, I'm still struggling to put together what I actually do or what I want to focus on. Because I can do the MailChimp stuff and that's one thing I can promote, but I like what I do for you and a few others is that I do a bit of everything. I like that, people can come and say, oh, Deb, can you do this? Or can you fix up my website? Or, I really need this blog put up. Can you go and do it? I really love to be able to do that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
But I don't know how to put that out as being an all-rounder because I can't do everything, but yeah.
See, the thing is, and, you would have heard me talk about this before, that when you're making an offer, you need to really, in order for it to be taken up by the most amount of people, you need to make it so super specific that it solves one immediate problem immediately for people at a reasonable price, Yeah. And what that does is that's your door opener. That's your foot in the door.
Yeah.
Once you're in the door with someone doing this little one thing for them, then that's when you get to say, hey, you know what, I can do this for you and I can do that for you and I can do the other thing for you,
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's really, it actually, benefits you to kind of niche down in that way and offer less, get the people in the door, and I think, you know, it's almost been, I'm just going to say it because you know what I'm like. I'll just say it. So here I go. Get ready for it. It's almost been to your detriment that you are so good at what you do that work just comes to you. Do you know what I mean when I say that?
Yeah, yeah.
You haven't had to hustle.
I haven't, no. I've been so lucky.
Not at all, because everyone here in the room has paid you to do something. I believe we all have. And we've gotten such awesome and incredible value, and you've saved our lives on so many occasions, that we happily shout you out. But what that does is, if we're not shouting you out enough to get enough business in the door, you got to do the hustle. And baby, you're not used to that because you haven't had to have those sales conversations.
No.
Where the rest of us have, we just haven't had that, what you've had, you know, and that's just how life has been for you and for what you do.
I've been very lucky and so grateful that, you know, people do that for me. You know, it's just amazing that people think that way and are happy to shout me out, you know. Yeah, wonderful.
And they should. They, you know, absolutely they should. And that's not, you know, I'm not suggesting for a second that they shouldn't. Caitlin says she's totally jealous. And Karen says, I agree, Deb. Once people start working with you, and then they will discover everything else that you can offer and you can do. Absolutely, for sure. But I know that there's still gaps for you and you've still got space to take on more clients. And the shout outs aren't cutting it for that. So it's time to make a decision, I guess, is what I'm saying for you. You've had it good. This is like me getting my bevy shoes on now. I feel like my fucking mother talking to you like this. You've had it good, but girl, it's time to start doing a little hustle. That's basically where we're at, I think.
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
Yeah. So when's that going to be?
Once the kids go back to school.
when the kids go back to school, I knew you'd say that.
Yeah, which is only a week away, isn't it? 21 week. I mean, I still over the holidays, you know, when we're away, I was thinking about the MailChimp thing, you know, and to me it seems too simple to put out there, but as you say, you know, it gets people in the door, you know, and then I can sort of suggest all the other things I can do. Yeah.
And look, you know, for me, for my business, and I was thinking about this only yesterday. When did my newsletter go out? Friday. There's no freaking way that newsletter would have gone out this week if it wasn't for you. It would not have gone out, wouldn't have happened. And I got, within like hours of that newsletter going out, I got $100 sale, that $95 mini coaching session. Someone bought that off the back of that newsletter.
Excellent. Good.
So certain of it.
Yep.
And so I wouldn't have made that sale. I wouldn't, you know, the newsletter wouldn't have gone out. I wouldn't, all those things, and it's all a trickle effect, isn't it?
Yeah.
I wouldn't be in a position to hire you if it wasn't for the work that you do. You make me money you pay your own way is essentially what it is.
Yeah.
And I think, you know, that in itself is, people are happy when they see, you know, when they hear what you can do, they're happy to pay just for that little thing, you know.
Yeah. Yep. Okay. Well, I'll work on putting the MailChimp thing together this week. Might run it by you or the group or something and put it out the week after the kids go back to school. So not next Monday, the Monday after. Monday, the, whatever it'll be, the 4th.
Monday the 4th, we're going to see something. Karen's got something to say on that. What was that, Karen?
I was going, yay! You can do it, Deb.
Yes, I can.
Of course you can. You totally can. Because you know what the silly thing is? This is so funny, and this shouts out, this is testament to the fact of how we attach our own self-worth to our offers and things, because you actually do this for other people.
Yeah.
You create offers for other people and you get them out into the world, and you know this is what I have to do.
Yeah. But it's different doing it for yourself, though.
Yeah, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's all up here, isn't it?
Yes. So maybe I need to step away and pretend I'm someone else and do it for that other person, which is me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Karen's writing. Perfect. She says
Okay.
perfect. So there actually is, there is a journal exercise. I think it might be in my journal prompt cards, and here's your homework. So it's something along the lines of, if I was to be that person that was doing all the things that I know I needed to do in my business to be that super successful person. So if I already was that super successful person, what would I be doing differently is essentially what it means. That's basically the question. If I was that super successful person already, what would I be doing differently now?
Okay.
So, you know, where I can remember when I was looking at this, and immediately came to my mind all the people that I aspired to, who were like multimillionaires and who were making, you know, $100,000 months and all of the rest of it. What do they do that's different to what I do? And it invariably would have been creating more content, paying for Facebook advertising, where I was a bit nervous of doing that at first, and all of these things that, you know, I was probably holding myself back on. And so obviously, because it's, you know, that's the difference, you know, that they're doing and I'm not doing that. They're making the money and I'm not making the money.
Yeah.
It's not rocket science. Oh, hang on. Push it up to the, here we go. Where is it, Caitlin?
It says show up. What would you do today if you were fully to show up for your followers? What would you do today if you fully and unapologetically show up in your life and your business?
Awesome.
Thank you.
Perfect. Yeah. See, what we need, this is what every successful businesswoman needs, and you have it to an extent. I definitely have it. Caitlin Grace is at the forefront of my team of volunteer marketing. It's my volunteer marketing army, I call them. And they're like out there shouting me out. They've got my journal prompt cards there. I mentioned them. She's flicking through. She's got it. Like, you know, that's what you need. You need Caitlin. You need lots of us and Caitlins. And yeah, it's the way it works. It's awesome.
Cool.
Okay, cool. So, Caitlin, could you maybe take a photo of that and pop it in the Facebook group for us later, please? Thank you. That'd be awesome.
Thank you.
All right, so Monday the 4th, we're going to see Deb's offers out. Did everyone get that? Did everyone write it down? Monday the 4th. So look out for it. Do a Facebook search on the evening of Monday the 4th. You know, give it time to do it, and we'll all give you some love on it. Make sure it gets out into the world.
Thank you.
And please, you know, if you want to send it to us in the group or send it to me, I'm happy to have a look at it.
Yeah. Well, I'll probably use something similar to the one that I did in the Pay It Forward party.
Yeah,
just
perfect.
refresh that. Yeah.
Cool.
So.
Awesome. Okay.
Sounds
Hope you're
good.
feeling
Thank
better
you.
tomorrow.
Thank you. I'm sure I will.
Good luck with the back to school stuff.
Yes. Stationery and uniforms and.
I'm so excited. I'm so excited. My kids at high school.
Yeah. I've got year 9, year 7 and a grade 6. So.
Wow, they're all getting so big, aren't they?
They are.
I made Elias try on his blazer again the other day. I'm such a private school kid, honestly. I'm so excited that my kid has a blazer. It's like the biggest thing in the world for me. I'm like, right, now let's keep it nice. I'm stroking him in it. He's like, Mum, you're a weirdo. Stop it.
And you know what? They wear their PE uniform more than they do the blazer.
I know. But he's got a blazer, okay? He's got a blazer. And I'm going to teach him how to iron his school shirts, and I'm going to teach him how to polish his school shoes, and it's all going to be a thing.
Lovely.
Watch this, guys. Poor child. Doesn't know what he's in for. All right, Deb. Take care.
Thank you.
Who's next? Hands up. Karen is next. I can't unmute you. It's not working.
There we go.
Okay. How are you, lovely?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. I'm good.
What?
Had a fabulous weekend. Had the kids here. We slip and slided. I don't know.
Yeah.
We had the slip and slide.
I just saw the photo that you put up with the kangaroos at your gate. How awesome was that?
They were like there. They'd come to visit. They wanted something. I swear they had come with a message or something. And I said to Shannon, it's been so hot. Maybe they're looking for water. Like they just stood there looking. And I made him get his big car washing bucket and fill it up and pop it like over the fence. And obviously they ran away then because he went near them. But I said, well, they might come back.
Yeah, well, they might. Yeah.
Caitlin says,
That's a good point.
have you looked at animal totems?
Yes. Animal totems for kangaroos.
What's that about? Talk to me, Caitlin. Because I felt they were there for a reason when they came. Like they were there because they wanted something. I didn't get it.
It says you can look up what different animals mean, like when they randomly show up that you wouldn't normally expect. There's a site that does all sorts of animal totems. I'll find it and flick you the link.
You're working hard today, girlfriend.
Pardon?
Can you put it in the group, Caitlin?
I'll put it in the group. Yeah, absolutely. Because I have hares go across my driveway, or dragonflies show up. One landed, perfectly outside my house, and it's like, oh, that's a message for me for something. I don't know what the fuck that means. I'll go look it up. So I do that. I'll post the link in the group.
Thank you. Yeah, that'd be awesome. We saw a tiger snake today as well out in the wild. So that was kind of fun for the kids. Little juvenile tiger snake at the weir. It was lovely. So cute. Cute because it was not near me as well.
Yeah. Are they deadly?
A little bit.
Yeah, they're a little bit deadly.
But but you know what? Let me just give you the lowdown about snakes.
I mean, I like shan snake. It's not deadly.
No, Elias had it out this weekend. Did you see the photo of Elias with it?
Awesome.
Freaking loved it. His whole self just changed. He just calmed. His energy just dropped. And he was just in his own little Zen world with this snake. And he said to me, Mum, can I get a baby snake? And I'm like, you know what? I think so, because it's doing good stuff to you.
Yeah.
Really good, yeah. Australian snakes, because I went and did this thing, did this information night, and there's the 5 different types of snakes. They have one anti-venom now, and provided you get that anti-venom into you within 12 hours of being bitten, which is like a no-brainer in Australia, you can pretty much get anywhere in 12 hours to a hospital that would have that, you're good as gold.
Awesome. How good's that?
It's fantastic. Such a difference.
Mm.
They don't have to know what type of snake it was, nothing. Or they don't need to know where you're bitten, the bite site, nothing. If you bandage it up.
The whole snake aid, first aid thing, and like, I meant to like splint it and then bandage it.
Well, they do still recommend a compression bandage, but and we learned how to do that. Caitlin says, I'm so glad I live in NZ, fuck snakes. Yeah, you still do have to do a compression bandage if you can, and that's really just to stop the venom moving through. It doesn't move through your blood. Like, let me just give you a lesson on snakes now, because I'm practically an expert. It moves through your lymph system.
Lymphatics.
Yeah.
Why it's deadly.
Yeah, and so that's why if you restrict, because restricting your muscle
isn't going to stop blood flow.
Doesn't stop blood flow, does it? And if you do stop blood flow, then your fingers drop off. So you actually don't want to do that. But the compression bandage, that's what it does. So there you go.
Excellent.
Nothing is out to kill us in NZ except people.
I need to.
Oh, no, look, honestly, this snake was so cute today. I will get to you, Karen, but I know you're kind of into this stuff.
It's all good.
Can you see this?
Oh, wow. It has its head up.
Yeah.
That's still not cute.
It was so sweet. It was it was a distance away from us. Like that's
Yeah, it was very aware of you though.
Yeah. Yeah, but he then he took off.
Nice. Well, they're more scared of us than really.
Yeah. Karen, what's going on for you?
So I had my retreat on Friday night.
How'd it go?
Oh my God, I loved it. It was so beautiful. The
Good.
woman that did the yoga section of it, she is the most gorgeous human being on the planet that you could ever meet. She just exudes this, I don't know, this Zen, beautiful energy, and she's just got such a compassionate heart. And so, yeah, she was there from 3, I think, until 5. And so I arrived at 5, and then my session started at 5:50. So I got a chance to kind of meet the people.
Yeah.
But there was 15 that were there because it's quite an intimate space. And, yeah, it was really good. Everyone loved the meditation, and
Good.
I got to meet lots of locals and lots of people that aren't locals that come here that are going to catch up with me when they're back next. And
Awesome.
people bought my CDs. So
How many were there? How many?
50. 15.
Ah, okay. Yeah.
50 would have been great. No, 15. It's only a small, intimate space. So it's in Silver Leaves in Phillip Island. It's really
Oh,
nice.
nice.
Yeah, so that went really well. That was really nice, actually. It was beautiful. I was shitting myself. So,
Were you?
yeah, not about doing the meditation, but it's just being around, it's just settling into being around different energies.
Mm.
And then you've got to be so much more aware, you've got to be aware of how everyone's reacting anyway. So thanks, Caitlin. It was really beautiful. But I think that nerves though was really because it was so important to me, because that's what fear is, right? It just really reveals to you what's really important to you. And I think, I just wanted it to be such a good experience for people because it's a small community.
Yeah.
Small and large. So it was fantastic. So I'm looking forward to doing more of those in the future, which will be really good. No date, but yeah.
But it's been talked about?
Yes.
Good.
Yeah. Yes, absolutely.
Mm.
And I'm very confident that will lead into obviously clients here and more people getting to know who I am. So yeah, that's really good.
Awesome. And what else? What else is going on?
No, I didn't, Caitlin. Sorry, I'm just answering Caitlin's question. No, I didn't organise it myself. There is a gorgeous woman on the island who runs Island Days, and she has this gorgeous tent, and she sets up these really lovely immersion days. So I got to be a guest, which was really nice for a change, because normally I am the one organising.
Yeah.
It was really lovely just to be able to go in there in my Zen state and kind of, I just had to show up, and that was brilliant. What else? I'm in discussions at the moment with the motorbikes are on this weekend. So that was just a motorbike past my street.
Domestic racing.
I made the mistake of, I had to go to, just off track, ladies, sorry, and it's so first world. I had to go to, I have to remember I'm not just having a private conversation with you.
We're just going to move on to talk about bikes now. Is that okay?
I left the top of my juicer in Churchill, and I was not going to drive 4 hours to go and pick it up, and I needed to have it. So my daughter was going to Melbourne, so I met her at Pakenham. It only took me an hour to get to Pakenham. It took me 2.5 hours to get back to the island. The traffic was insane. I completely forgot that it was a long weekend and that the motorbikes were on. And I seriously nearly peed my pants. I was nearly crying. I was looking around the car looking for how am I going to pee in the car while driving. I've really so much water. It's going to overflow in that bottle. Oh my God. And I had blankets in there from the night before from the retreat. And I was like, maybe I could just pee on the blanket. There was no way that I was going to pull off on the side of the road.
Right?
There were hundreds of cars, and I mean hundreds. No fucking way was I going to pee on the side of the road. And I was like, all I could keep doing was just going subconscious mind, switch off my bladder. And I'm like, plug the bladder, plug it up, clap it, subconscious mind, clamping bladder now. I did that like for an hour. I only just made it to to San Remo, and because it took 2.5 hours to get to San Remo, and I got into
Pakenham.
Yes, yeah, you've got no idea. The traffic is absolutely phenomenal. The highway was just banked up. There was no movement on the highway.
I thought that
like this every holiday season. So now I'm never going to leave the island again. It's Phillip Island, Caitlin. And so I run into the United petrol station. I'm like, and as I stood up when I got out of the car, I was like, oh my God, no! I'm like, hold it. And I walk into the petrol station. I'm like, where is your restroom?
Now!
I made it. I just twinkled, but I made it. Oh my God, I did not pee myself, but I was absolutely.
What a woman.
I was nearly crying. I was like,
what
this
a woman.
is happening.
You know what? I've always held you in high esteem, but now you've just gotten higher, baby girl. Because I'm not sure I would have been able to do that.
What made it worse, there was a woman that pulled over and got her 2 kids out, and she was like miles up, and I could see her getting the kids out and walking up this little path and behind the trees. And so all my mind went to was, oh, they're peeing.
I want to do that too.
So every time I'm like, no, switch it off.
That's so funny. Wow, you're going to be like anxious about driving over that bridge, and will I ever get back again every time you go over now, aren't you?
I know.
You said that you were never moving from the island, but I don't think you're ever leaving.
I won't be leaving again on a busy weekend, that's for sure.
Tell me what bikes are on this weekend. It's not just domestic riding, or it wouldn't be that crazy.
Good question. Don't know. There was the big ones are on the 21st of February.
Is that the super bikes?
Yes, Superbikes are on in February.
Might even go to that. Caitlin, do you know of the MotoGP, the big world tour motorcycle racing? Okay, so there is a world tour. It's like the F1s. You've heard of the F1s, McLaren and all of Ferrari and all of those. So it's the motorbike equivalent of that. And the track is there's an Australian track. There's only, is there like 12 tracks worldwide? One of them, I think, is in Phillip Island, where Karen now lives. And it's like world class, like amazing. The world's best riders come down there. And it's the biggest, most amazing fun weekend. It's actually almost better than sex for me.
And Carl Cox. So do you know Carl Cox, the UK DJ?
Yeah.
So he actually owns part ownership with the Inline Cafe here. And Phil's got a photo of him actually signing a T-shirt personally for Phil. So, yeah. Yeah, so he comes down. He's bought in. He's a huge motorbike fan. So, yeah, so you get to
It's a sleepy little seaside, or it's an island. It's seaside island. There's a bridge over to it. And but that weekend is like booked out a year in advance. All the accommodation goes. I'm coming to live with Karen in October. She doesn't know, but that's how it's going to roll.
I'll have my studio built by then.
Awesome, cool. We'll just sleep there.
Oh, yes, so my plans got approved.
Oh, hey, that's huge.
I'm 90% sure because she spoke to my husband. So you just never know. Like,
you need to have those conversations yourself. You know better than that. Why did you let that happen?
So I should know by next week, but I'm fairly confident that they've actually been approved. And he said to me, he's like, babe, I'm manifesting this. I'm manifesting this because I want it done straight away. I'm like, okay.
Oh, well, if he's anything like my husband, well, who's not my husband, but I call him that. He's a kick-ass manifester.
Oh, he is a very good manifester. I feel he's a very good manifester. When he puts his mind to it, but that works both ways. You can manifest shit as well.
So now we have to, we're talking like 5 figures here, aren't we, to create income in your business to pay for this?
Yes.
That's okay. Don't say it like that. It's done. Like, we can do that.
Yes. Yes, yes.
Yeah. So snap out of it, because go back and think about our conversations
I
that
know
we
it's
had
coming to my mind, yes.
about the mentoring and those packages and how many we're going to sell and what the price is going to be. And you're pretty much there.
True that. Yes. Very true. And I'm in discussions with another colleague, and we've mapped out a rough plan for a 2-day retreat. That first one should be in April. So
Cool.
Yeah, be awesome. Yeah. Can't give all of the details yet. Once it's finalised, I will be.
Good. I like secrets for our business.
Yeah.
I'm pretty happy about the plans being approved. That's fantastic.
Yes, I know.
So what's it comprise? What's this studio comprise?
So it's a 9x7 space.
Mm-hmm.
The back end is toilet basin and my office, and the rest of it's open floor plan. So then it'll just be how I set it up for meditation and treatments and sessions and things. Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Oh,
We lost Deb.
we lost Deb. That's not cool. Okay. All right. Good. Is there anything?
Everything is awesome. Thank you.
So anything that you want to thrash out or ask questions about?
I feel really good right now.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. I actually feel really good.
Excellent.
I'm like, yeah. So
Cool.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm on day 7, final day of my 7-day cleanse. Woohoo!
Ah, okay. How's that going?
Fucking excited to eat food tomorrow.
I bet. I just think it's a ridiculous notion, if you ask me. It's ridiculous. Why would you stop eating food?
Well, I'm still eating food. It's just liquid food.
Yeah. Still don't get it.
No wonder you're looking so fabulous.
You do look fabulous.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, you do look fabulous. Do you feel good?
I do feel good. I feel really good today. It's kind of up and down.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, it's good, and I'll carry on with the fuller. I'm still going to incorporate that into my daily routine.
Yes.
My morning green veggie juice, and so I'll just keep adding that in. So yeah, it'll be good.
Cool. Caitlin's a good one to talk to about potions and smoothies, and she puts all sorts of witchy woo stuff in hers, don't you?
I do a celery juice every morning, 16-ounce glass of celery juice every morning.
That's meant to be so good. What I really found today was, which I really liked, was cabbage, cucumber, it might have been celery, half a lemon, mint, and spinach. That's actually, I really like it. So I've struggled with a lot of the others.
Check out Anthony William and just the straight celery juice.
Oh, the medical medium? Yeah, he's amazing.
Yeah, if you do celery juice, just do that first thing in the morning.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Then wait 15 minutes before you eat anything.
Yeah.
I've been doing that for months. Love it. Absolutely love it.
Thank
Growing my own
celery?
Yeah, growing my own celery and cucumbers. So, yeah, you can add cucumber or apple at the beginning if you can't handle the taste, because it's a bit, especially if you grow your own, it's quite potent, and you do need to stay reasonably close to a toilet because it does clean you out quite quickly.
Yeah. Awesome.
But yeah, the celery juice, the cucumber or the apple just is enough to just get you used to the taste, and then you just start lowering how much of that you put in until it's just straight celery juice.
Nice. All right. Thank you.
Oh, I was about to say, while we've got you unmuted, Caitlin.
Oh, yes, Miss Min.
Let's have a chat to you about you and your biz and your, I was about to say your siesta. It's not a siesta.
my extended holiday break.
Your extended leave.
Yeah. It's been really, really good. It's given me a lot of time to just take a kind of step back from my business. Like you, I haven't actually completely stopped. You know, it's just I've been doing some tidy up stuff in the background, and I'm trying to think of the next offer to put forward when I come back on February the 4th. I've got kind of an idea for that, which is I'm calling it the Ultimate Self-Love Package. So I'm kind of getting ready to launch that for Valentine's Day, because, you know, we all should. Oh, there's Deb. We all should love ourselves a bit more. So it'd just be a Yoni egg, the journal cards, a self-love audio, and no coaching. And do that for 130.
Yeah, I like it.
I've kind of been playing with that one. I think that would be quite good. Yeah. I've just finished my course on vaginal steaming, which is going to be awesome. That's going to be something new I'll be offering this year. So I'm quite excited about that. I just have to now do the herbal course so that I know how to make the herbal blends, the correct herbal blends. Things are ticking along quite nicely in the background. Like I said, I'm supposed to be going back to work on February the 4th, but I've also been called up for jury duty that day, and I might end up like having a week of being on the jury. So that'd be another extended kind of, be another week of working, not working, but yeah, things are ticking along quite nicely.
Cool. Okay.
I'm just going to start, I haven't put out a newsletter or anything like that since the beginning of the year, so that's my goal this week, is to write a kick-ass newsletter and get that out and do that differently than what I've been doing before. So
yeah. Okay. Why that? Why differently?
I just want to, I struggle with my newsletters, making them interesting. Half the time I can't be fucked, which is not good. It's just, it's one of those things that I just like.
Karen says that's why you need Deb too.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. So let me just tell you why it works for Deb to do this for me. I'm not sure if I've had this conversation with you before, but my newsletter follows the same format. I don't know if I'm guessing you're subscribed to, I don't know if you read it, but it's the same format every week. So there's the bit that I write each week that changes. That's the first little section, couple of paragraphs. It can even just be a paragraph sometimes, depends on what's going on. And then there's the offers, the paid and free offers, and then there's the blog, and then there's a link to the Powerhouse, and then there's my social links, and that's it. Like It's the same format every week. So Deb pulls in my paid offer, she pulls in my freebie offer, she pulls in my blog, she sends me a reminder and she says, you need to write your bit and let me know what it is. I reply to that email with my bit, and that's it, it's done. So it doesn't have to be convoluted, it doesn't have to be, you know, each week you're going to have a free offer and a paid offer because you've gotten your head around that process, right?
Yeah.
Each week you're going to have a blog because now you're in the ministry and we make you do your blogs, right?
Right.
So you've got those three elements. So you link up those three, you put in a bit about what you and hubby have been doing and your latest herbal remedy or blend for yoni steaming, and why the hell should we yoni steam anyway, because I need to ask you about that, and whatever it is that's going on in NZ, and boom, you're done. And you just inject your own sailor mouth witty charm.
Do I have witty charm?
You totally do.
Or do I just have a sailor mouth? I know I've got a sailor mouth.
Well, no, you have humour that goes with it, because sailor mouth on its own is crass and offensive, and you're not crass and offensive. You're fucking funny as well.
It it
Karen,
was
your
fun
charm and
today.
humour.
I posted a thing on my page about, have you ever heard a rumour about yourself and had a look at it and gone, what the fuck's this shit? And so I wrote a whole bit about how when I was a solo mum, my sister and I, I was 27. My sister and I used to go to this local nightclub and get pissed and be silly and dance for hours, and I would always go home alone. But according to the rumour mill, I slept with everybody.
Of course you did. Of course you did.
Out the back of the bloody nightclub.
Oh,
believe it or not.
yeah.
Because that's what you do in a small town. I didn't know about that until I got together with my partner Rob, and all these people were saying, "Oh, stay away from her. She's trouble." So I wrote that post, and somebody did a frowny face and went, "Oh, language." And I said, "Yep, sweetheart, there's always going to be language on this page." She didn't reply, but I thought, you're obviously new here because this is just how.
Otherwise, you would have got that memo. Yeah. Why do we need to steam our yonis?
Why do you need to steam your yoni? Okay, so yoni steaming is a practice that has been around in every culture around the world for hundreds of years. And what it does is it gives you the perfect period, or if you're past your periods, like I am, it still helps you maintain a healthy vagina. So yes, it works hand in glove with the yoni egg practice. It's brilliant. So the steam actually gets up into the cervix, opens the cervix up and clears out all kinds of residue, emotional and physical residue and kind of spiritual residue, though they don't talk about that much, out of your uterus. It's fucking amazing. It really is. And it's so if you've got fibroids or cysts or anything like that, it will help clear that up. If you've got heavy periods, it will clear that right up. If you've got endometriosis, it will sort that out. It gets you into what they call the perfect period. So it's 28 days, probably about 4 or 5 days long. Boom, done. No PMS, no clotting, no heavy bleeding, none of that shit. Just like that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we all should be doing it. It's kind of it's good for postpartum care. It's what the midwives used to do for women back when midwives looked after the woman in the village. That was the routine. Get you back to so you know how I talk about yoni eggs are good for prolapsing. If you did yoni steaming straight after your baby, you didn't have prolapsing anyway. It lifted everything back to where it was.
Wow.
It healed everything up. It is incredible. And doctors are saying, oh, no, you shouldn't do that. There's no way the steam can get that far up. There's no way the steam's going to do that. It's because they don't know.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
And I'm guessing 9 out of 10 of those people are men that say that too.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. That's awesome. Karen's into it. She says she wishes that was around when she was having her, and Deb says she needs to do that. Awesome.
Yeah, it's such, and it's not a hard thing to do. I got my hubby to make me a little seat to sit on. So yeah, I've already been doing it, of course, and it's just so soothing and relaxing. It's it's either a 10-minute or a 30-minute session. Boom, you're done. Once a week.
Okay.
Easy peasy. So yeah, I've been studying how to do that. It's not very well known, and of course all the doctors who hear about it are saying, don't steam your vagina. Why the hell would you want to steam your vagina? But it's woman's wisdom.
I can't see how it could hurt.
No. Well, it can if you don't know what herbs to use. There's certain situations that you don't want to be steaming in. But yeah, it's something that we should all be doing to look after our lady parts,
Karen wants to know, do you do it, is it something you can do yourself at home?
You can, as long as you know what herbs to be using and how to do it properly. and you would need a proper seat to sit on. There's a few things. You can do it at home, but you kind of want some guidance along the way. Just to, the herbal blends are the key, because I was using rose petals because I thought, oh, that will be lovely, so soothing, such a lovely smell, so feminine. Apparently it dries you up.
No, let's not use rose petals.
Please not use rose petals. So it's things like that. It's knowing what you're doing and taking a complete case history before you start doing, because it's different situations for different people. If you've had a tubal ligation, it can actually cause the scar tissue. It will cause any scar tissue to kind of drop off. So if you've had a tubal ligation and it's scarred over, that could actually heal, and you could be
fertile again. Yeah.
So, but any kind of scar tissue, it will heal that right up.
Wow.
I've had stories of people with fibroids, and the fibroids have literally dropped out past like a clot.
Wow.
Women who are infertile, it's helped them become pregnant. I could go on, but I shall stop now.
Karen wants to know, will you be doing these in person once you've finished your studies?
Yeah, that's the plan. That is absolutely the plan. And I'm also going to get hubby to start making the seats, the sauna seats to sit on, so that women can actually then purchase that, go home and purchase the herbs and go home and do it themselves. It's an ongoing routine, monthly routine.
Cool.
I did. I've just in the realms of too much information. I did a yoni egg session for myself, and then did a yoni steam after that. You wouldn't do it the other way around because it opens your cervix up. But did that, fucking brilliant.
Yeah?
Yeah, really good session. Really good for just healing everything, healing all sorts of emotional stuff.
Fantastic.
That's
so good to hear. Okay, I love it. It's like a new gift from the Womb Warrior.
Yep, definitely.
Exciting.
I am really excited about it. It's going to be good.
Good.
I shall shut up now. Thank you very much, lovely ladies.
Thank you. I just muted myself because I knew I was sneezing. That's so good to hear, Caitlin. I'm really excited for you for that, because I think we need some new excitement from our sailor-mouthed Womb Warrior. That time. Good job. Right, Angelica.
Well, I was just going to say, that's a hard act to follow, gee.
No, your act.
It's in the clouds, and Caitlin's right down here being very practical and
but we need it all. We need it all.
Oh, yeah, well, we do. It was just really fascinating because, like I've followed Caitlin, but obviously the amount of knowledge behind it is just phenomenal, and nothing I've really heard that much about or that type of thing. So it's just really interesting.
Yeah.
And especially, obviously, Caitlin's very passionate about what she does. So, it was really very interesting to listen to.
Yeah, cool. Okay.
Well, I guess I've just sort of got back into trying to push my business along. So I've gone back to some coaching sessions with men, and part of that was working on the offer, which I think is coming out tomorrow, which is Monday. So today
That's it. Oh, excuse me. I shouldn't have stopped today. I heard all the yawns now. I haven't stopped for 2 days, and now I've stopped.
Yeah, look after Caitlin, I'm really really boring, Min. I get it.
You're not. Don't be silly. You're not at all. That's a 2-day turnaround for an offer to be out. That's freaking amazing for anybody. That's really good work. For you. Can you hear me?
Sorry, are you talking to me or?
Yeah, I was.
Oh, yeah, so it wasn't, because Caitlin was shaking her head and I thought, oh, I must have missed something that you and Caitlin said.
No, it's you. We had our session on Friday morning.
Yes, yes.
Today's Sunday. Tomorrow it's out. That's like 2 days between conception to having it out in the world.
Well, that's right. But, well, we did sit down and brainstorm the actual thing. So tomorrow I'm going to maybe have a quick look at trying to get some sort of background from Canva or something. But if that doesn't work out, that's okay. I'll just print it as is. So I just got the scheduling sorted, I think, I hope. And yeah, and look, I guess the big shift for me is I'm willing to sort of try this, and you know, if it's not all that successful, that's okay. I'm focusing more on the journey than the outcome, because I've always been totally outcome orientated. So I'm actually trying to enjoy the ride as well as do what I do.
Yeah. And Caitlin says, excuse me, it will be fabulous. I agree. I think let's not even have a half a thought to it not working, because it's going to work. It's good. And tell the girls about it. What is it? Tell them about it.
Well, because look, I'm as equally passionate about astrology as Caitlin is, about her yoni eggs and obviously women's health and how we can make that better. It's an introductory course, so it gives everyone an overview of astrology. So for those people that perhaps aren't really sure whether they want to take it any further or not, this is sort of a bit of a 3-hour overview, and at least introduce the language, because astrology is a language of symbols rather than words. And hopefully from that, if people are interested, I'm hoping to offer a 6 weeks astrology course and see where that goes. So this will be an introduction with an afternoon tea at my house. So I'd really love to get back to some old-fashioned things, like doing afternoon teas and those type of things. A lot of these rituals, I think, that our mothers and grandmothers had, we're all just too busy these days. We can't do any of these nice, pleasant things like having a nice afternoon tea and sharing a good cup of tea and, you know, actually even meeting each other in person. I mean, a lot of things you do these days in your business are over the computer and the internet, aren't they? So, the person-to-person thing is not necessarily always what you do. So that's something I'd like to get back into doing more of as well.
And I think too, I've spoken to you about this, Angelica, and I know that Karen will back me up on this, that when you work with people and they're physically in the same space as you, the energy exchange is quite different and it's elevated, and you get more from them, but they also, you know, get more from you, and it's totally different. Karen says she totally agrees. It's and I think sometimes we miss that. You know I do. I miss that in working online. And I know, I tell you when I know that I'm missing it, because I go to the supermarket and I start chewing off the ear of the checkout chick, and I'm like, yeah, I need to get out more. I need to be around some people some more, because the checkout chick gets this glazed look on her face. She's like, can you stop talking now? Please stop talking now. Just take your milk and go home. Caitlin says, been there, done that. And you're like, okay, here we go. I've done it again. I used to do it when I first had Elias and I was stuck at home with this baby, didn't know what to do with it. So I used to go and chew the ear off the people at the shops. And when they got that look, you were like, yeah, okay, I'll go home now. But I think it's really important to recognise that, and some people, and I think this is true of you in your work, you actually do better work face to face. Yeah.
Because I really, how can I say? Like you get a sort of a different experience because you can pick up people's vibes and that sort of thing. Although I must admit, sometimes over the computer I've been surprised because I have dealt with such like-minded people. So that's been good. It's certainly a second best. It's certainly not like just talking on the telephone.
Yeah.
something, can't see people, so, and that type of thing. But yeah, one-on-one is really good. And I'm sure when Karen did her meditation, it was nice to be in the room with all 15 of the people that were attending.
Yeah, definitely. So this introductory 3-hour thing, how many people are you hoping to get to that?
8.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, cool. That's so doable.
And the one that's booked at Merbu North, that's up to 12 people. So
yeah. And is that March time?
Yes, yeah, that's the 17th of March.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So we need to get these two out there, shouting them loud and proud, as loud as we can. And the other key thing is to talk not only online, but talk to the people that you're talking to. So if you know, chatting in the tea room at the uni, chat there about it. If you're, you know, the woman at the doctor says to you, how are you, Angelique? I haven't seen you for ages. What have you been up to? Oh, I've been planning my workshop, you know, and then she asks you what it's about. You tell her she's got 3 sisters that have always wanted to do that. They book in. Yeah. It's,
that's the part I find challenging, but I'll definitely be getting better at that.
And it's practice. It's like anything else, you know. It's when people ask us what we've been up to, we're used to saying, "Oh, not much." Like that's the expected response. But actually, if you tell them what you've been up to, people are often refreshingly surprised. Like they're grateful that you've given them something else, and it gives them. It sort of gives them, it's like I say about showing your belly. If you share with people what you've actually been doing and reveal something of your business and what you're passionate about, it's like it feels like they're kind of in a circle. It feels like they've been trusted by you, which, you know, in a way they have. And yeah, they respond accordingly, I find anyway.
And it's just sort of getting that nice medium where you're enthusiastic about what you do, but you don't come over as the swami sort of car salesman.
Yeah, and look, I would take the...
That's the car for you, you know.
If sales is not your intent, then it's not going to come across.
Okay, yeah.
If you're not thinking about...
information, it's not actually...
Yeah.
Wrote them in, yeah.
If you're not thinking about selling to this person, Karen says, if you're speaking from your heart and sharing your passion, it will never be sales. It's not. And if you're not thinking, you're not going into the supermarket and scouting around for someone that looks like they might be into an astrology introduction. Like, that's not who you are. You'll just be saying, oh, this is what I'm doing, you know, and it will be heartfelt, and that will translate for sure.
Thank you.
Yeah. Have a practice. I think you'll find it works well.
Thank you.
Awesome. So you back at the uni this week?
Yes, yeah, I'm back on Tuesday.
Yeah, okay, cool. Good. All right. Good. But still plenty of time to do this work as well.
Yeah, look, hopefully the weather will sort of, I don't know, usually it's hotter in February, so yeah, it is a little bit hard. I just find, it's quite draining at the moment. It's hard to do any, but look, the good thing is, like, I worked out in the garden this morning, but it was getting a bit warmish this afternoon, so I just came in and I actually got a lot achieved this afternoon, so I was really happy with that.
Yeah, cool. Good. All right. Awesome. You know where we are, so hit us up and let us know when we can jump on your offers. And so don't always wait for Sunday is Help a Sister out in the Powerhouse, but if you've got something out on Monday or Wednesday or whenever, you know, in the groups, whenever the promos are out, and you want a post to have a little bit of a push, then please link us up and hit us up, and we'll jump on that and give you some love on that too. That's, you know, that's like an open invitation for the ministry. We can do that anytime we want to.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. Cool. Awesome. All right, ladies. Well, that was a pretty quick sort of sesh. Is there anything else that I can do for anybody, or do we all?
We covered a lot though.
Well, we did, didn't we? But we kind of worked a bit fast tonight. Okay. So I guess, you know, the message for now is I'm hearing lots of people talking about just getting into their business again for the new year and sort of starting to implement the stuff that they've been thinking about for December and January, and now's the time to hit the ground running. So I guess, you know, I just kind of want to implore you to use each other. The Ministry of Online Awesome is more than just me, and it's more than just resources, and it's definitely a collective, and we're a collective energy, and I want you to use each other's energy to push your own business forward, because as a collective and as a group, women achieve so much more than they do on their own. And so, you know, I truly, hand on heart, believe that we're all here because this is how we're meant to be, and this is how we're meant to be working together right now. And it may not be the case in October or November, but today, right now, this is how we're supposed to be building our empires and building our businesses together. So let's leverage off that, and where we're lacking, where our strengths aren't, then we can get that strength from the others in the group, and vice versa. We can lend our strengths to other people. So please keep that in mind. None of us are doing this on our own. We've chosen to work together, and we've been called to do that for a reason. So don't waste the opportunity, I guess, is what I want to say to you. Let's kick some ass in 2019. Thanks, Mimin. You're welcome.
Thanks, beautiful.
Okay, have a fabulous week, lovely ones, and I will see you out there in the interweb.
Thank you.
Bye.
Right. Bye.
Thanks, everyone.
Bye.
Thanks, Karen. See ya.
Gorgeous.